I want to go now to Dr. Anthony Fauci. He is the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. He is a vital part of President Trump's coronavirus task force, of course. Dr. Fauci, it's always good to see you. I want to ask you about the latest development. The CDC now urging, quote, residents of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut to refrain from non-essential domestic travel for 14 days effective immediately. This came after President Trump considered an enforceable quarantine, as he put it, for those states. So why did the administration go with this travel advisory instead? And will this help stop the virus?
Well, I think it ultimately will help stop the virus, Jake. We had a very intensive discussions last night at the White House with the president. As you know, the original proposal was to consider seriously an enforceable quarantine. After discussions with the president, we made it clear, and he agreed, that it would be much better to do what's called a strong advisory. And the reason for that is that you don't want to get to the point where you're enforcing things that would create a big of difficulty, morale and otherwise, when you could probably accomplish the same goal. One of the issues is that the infection rate in New York City and the New York City area is about 56% of all of the new infections in the country are coming from that area. That's terrible suffering from the people of New York, which I feel myself personally as a New Yorker. So what was trying to be done is to get people, unless there's necessary travel, so all non-essential travel, to just hold off, because what you don't want is people traveling from that area to other areas of the country and inadvertently and innocently infecting other individuals. We felt the better part of way to do this would be a advisory as opposed to a very strict quarantine. And the president agreed, and that's why he made that determination last night. And I believe he tweeted it out last night.
So, Dr. Fauci, the U.S. now has the most officially reported coronavirus cases on the entire globe. Of course, that requires that you believe all the other countries reporting, including China. But let's just, for now, assume that the U.S. Numbers are the largest. Do you believe that the U.S. is now the epicenter of this outbreak?
Well, you know, certainly, I mean, the semantics, Jake, what you want to call it, but it certainly is the focus of what's going on right now. We have a very difficult problem here. We have areas of the country, such as the New York area. We're going to be seeing places like Detroit and other cities starting to get into trouble, where the curve did what exactly I said on this show and other